Hello folks, and welcome back to another video from That Tassie Wargamer. My name's Darren, and today something a little bit different. I'm reviewing some of my prints that I have made from from what I can gather, a reasonably new designer online by the name of Patrick Miniatures. Now, I first saw Patrick's work on Facebook, looked at him and thought, wow, they look pretty good. If you look at his Facebook page, and I'll be putting a link to both his Facebook page and his web page in the description. His Facebook page, if you look at it, it's basically him selling his printed models. However, if you go to his web page, he does also sell the STL files at a very, very good price. So I bought some of his files, or received some that were free. This entire range of fences that you can see here in front of me, and these have been printed on my Ender 3 FDM printer. These were free. Patrick is giving the files away, so all you've got to do is print them up, and they are a ripper. I've got one of my, this is 28mm ACW figure. You can see I can't really get low enough to show you the scale, but they are true 28mm. The fences. I've actually got my camera a little bit wide angled just to fit everything in here. So these would look great for anywhere from Western Europe through to American Civil War. I'm thinking of painting them white. And the great thing is he doesn't just do the fences, so he does these lovely corner pieces. Corners can sometimes be the hardest to get together, but he's also done them with damage as well. So for that one there, I'm going to move some of these out of the way. They've got some regular fence and damaged fence. And the same again, damaged differently. A closed gate. A partially opened gate, which would be enough for a 28mm figure to pass through. So you'd be saying it's open. And same gate again, damaged. These files were free. Incredible. So I downloaded them. I was not sure how they were going to print up. Previously in the past, my printer has had problems doing diagonals, but yeah, you can see the diagonals aren't huge on it. They're going to link up pretty easy. So they printed right the first time. They've been primed, so they're a little bit different colour. The next one I printed up were the walls. Now I did pay for these walls. I can't remember exactly how much, but they weren't a lot. And you get a huge range of walls. And the great thing, of course, it's not just what you see here that you get for the price. You can keep printing them. Once you've got the STL files, you can keep printing them as much as you like. So lovely detail. I'm going to try to get in as close as I can. Some lovely brickwork, different brickwork on top, and some lovely patterning on the pillars. They print really well, very solid. I have had some from other manufacturers before, or off Thingiverse, where I don't know whether it was just my print or not, but they didn't hold together too well. So these ones here have got the pillars on both sides. He's also got a fantastic half. So the file, when I got these, are actually corner pieces, but I realised that when they print, they actually print separate, which is great. So I can have them as corners or straight on, and obviously with them like that you can build a whole wall. And if you want to have a gate, you would simply have two pillars meeting like that. I haven't printed them all. There was a really good range of them. They include damaged walls. I think there were some half walls. Also, I think there were walls that were fully stuccoed. This one here was one, I didn't realize I printed it, but I did select it accidentally, is a half, or like just where the bottom part is stucco and the rest is brickwork. And you can mix and match. So these ones were paid. They printed perfectly first time. And I'm going to be putting a heap more of those too. Colour-wise, obviously these are going to be more Europe. Although probably if you're looking at some of the larger towns, American Civil War, you could as well. And this one here, I'm not sure about the size. The door feels to me a little bit oversized. But then again, it's a barn, so maybe I guess barn doors were bigger. It's sort of an odd shape, but it looks actually quite good. I realise I can butt it up to the side of a house to totally change the shape of a house. The great thing I like, he hasn't done any internal features. Now, some people might go, though, I love the internal features. I'm not keen on them. The more there is, there's more I have to paint. And I don't paint the interiors anyway, because I'm a war gamer. The time I spent painting the interior of a house, I could easily be spent painting more exteriors or more miniatures. So it's a lovely little one. It's got a window and a door. It could be part of a wall, or I don't know. And I guess maybe I'm getting it wrong because I don't know much about European barns. Maybe that way, although it does look a bit odd. The only thing I did note is when I printed it, there were actually 4 pegs here, very similar to they're called 3D scenery or printable scenery. They do a very similar peg system, and little holes in here. When I put them on, I noticed it was a bit tight. It fitted on, but I really had to sort of push it down. And when I went to take it off, 3 of them snapped off in the holes. So I would suggest I'm going to actually give some feedback to Patrick, indicating that he might want to make the pegs a little bit smaller, or make the holes a little bit wider. Or maybe don't worry about it. It was quite a tight fit, and now it's not. They still hold pretty well. You know, they might slide around a little bit. But yeah, it looks okay. So again, that was, I don't know, I think it was about a 6-hour print. Can't remember with those, but all up, very nice prints. I'm going to continue. I have bought his, there is one called, I'm going to bring it up now, Carentan, the Medieval Arcades. I have bought the files. I'm printing the bottom half of building A. There's a few, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buildings. What I might show you, I'm going to flip you around. I don't normally show my computer, but let me close this down. This is what it looks like. So I am printing, I think, the bottom part of building A. 3 levels, each one comes off at a separate level. Those lovely arcades. So yeah, I'm looking at his work so far. I'm hoping it's going to print really well. Yeah, so the other thing I have done, obviously we're going into autumn here, and with autumn means it's going to get wetter. So what I've been doing is I was busily preparing all of my unpainted stuff. I don't have a lot of unpainted stuff. So I prepared it, based it, and primed it. So I've got everything from my Dark Age Scots through to my Iberian, ancient Iberians for Infamy. I've got some some Gallic slingers, and over my other one I have more of my Scots. Bring them over, more of my Scots, and oh yes, so I've got some Brits, some British chariots, as well as stuff that came in recently, some miniatures for the Barons' War. I'm really excited about that because I think it's often, probably for most young kids, it's seeing a lot of the heraldry that really got me excited about sort of medieval type stuff. So I'm really looking forward to getting some heraldry painted up on these figures. I didn't buy a whole army. I bought a range of a few different sort of miniatures, some knights, some archers, some footmen, with a view to seeing how they paint up, seeing if I liked it, and then obviously buying more, seeing what I needed and buying more. So no, that's it for me. That's not going to get me through winter, obviously. I'm going to be painting those up soon, but I thought I wanted to get a good range. We do have some dry winters here in Tasmania, so there will be lovely winter days that are going to be low in humidity that I can do some more priming. But I've got enough primed now that it'll last me, I don't know, probably a couple of months anyway. As well as I've got some half-finished some half-finished Civil War stuff over here too. Anyway, that's it for now. I just wanted to show off some of the 3D stuff, and yeah, give a shout out to Patrick Miniatures, because he's another one on the scene and looks like he's producing some absolutely brilliant 3D work. So that's it for now. I'll put the link to his Facebook page and his web page below. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.